What's up, everybody? Joe with Joe's Golden Garage coming to you here today with a new one. I apologize, I haven't been posting many videos. I've had a lot of stuff going on, some health stuff again. Also, my iPhone 6 finally played out and quit on me. And I never would spend the money to get my Samsung Ultra S2, S3, can't remember. It's been broken in a drawer forever. So anyway, I finally got me a new iPhone 14, so this is my first video. So let's see how she does. Might have to play with some of the settings after I watch this, but this is the first shoot. But anyway, let's get on to the car. This car is my loaner car from my mechanic that works on my Saab. And 2 weeks ago, he came to pick up my Saab and left me this to drive because he has been fighting the timing chain on that Saab like a madman. It's been going on for 6 months. I think this is about the 4th time he's had to go in and fix something or do something. What's happening is a guide continues to break on the Saab, one of the timing chain guides. So anyway, not sure. He's got a buddy that's helping him, another Saab guy, and they're going to try and get to the bottom of it. But meanwhile, this is my daily ride, and boy, is she a gem. 2004 Honda Civic EX, which has got the moonroof, the alloy wheels, and with it being an 04, it's got the refreshed nose with the better looking headlights, a little more swooped back. This is the most powerful engine I believe you could get in 2004 in a Civic. I think it's what, about 130 horse. I don't think they had an SI in 04, did they? They may have. So if they had an SI, then it would have been the most powerful. But this right here is a little jewel. Now, don't let all this burnt paint, can't let that discourage anyone. Very typical, Honda situation, paint, especially if it's a Georgia car, which it is. Spent its life here. Doesn't have a speck of rust. No rust, but the paint is toast. It's got good Michelin tires all the way around. This car right here was well maintained and taken care of, but just did not live a garage life. My mechanic said he picked it up for $450 from the original owner. It was needing a head gasket, overheating issues, and they had let it sit a while. He said he has not even washed it yet, which is, you can see it's got the, the green growth growing all over it and all around it. But you want to talk about a car that is fun to drive. This little car is a hoot. And this is the main reason why. Very main reason why. Straight shift. Got a 5-speed manual, baby. Yes. And since he repaired it, she runs so good. Let's hop in here and start her up. Kind of dirty. Good old mechanic's cheap mechanic car. He told me, he said all he's done is fix it, and then he had to go out of town for a month. He hadn't done another thing to it. So he's got to detail her and get her cleaned up. Got a steering wheel lock here. There we go. 178,878. Yes, sir. Pop the hood. there's nothing more enjoyable than driving an old school Honda 5-speed. Those gearboxes were so good. Just snick, snick, snick through the gears. Look at that tiny battery. I don't know if that comes across on camera, but I mean, it's like a lawnmower battery. Honda VTEC. I think this is like a 1.8 liter. Let's see if I got some info. No, 1.7. So, but yeah, she runs pretty good. Like I said, she's got the new, looks like we got a new valve cover gasket. Maybe even a newer valve cover, or maybe he just painted it to make it look better. But yeah, it's a good running little car. And it's so fun to drive. Let's take her for a little ride. All right, here we go. Love these Hondas. I don't know what the newer ones are like, but these older ones, they just had the lightest clutch. I mean, so effortless. Oh, go squirrel. And the 5-speed, man, so smooth and slick. I mean, literally shift this thing with like one finger. Driving into the sun a little bit. It's early in the morning on a Saturday morning. We'll get out of it here in just a second when I hang a left. I wanted to get out and do this early before it was 99 degrees here in a couple hours. The humidity in Georgia is just awful. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Love it. Now, I've bought a couple of these over the years at auction. If you go back on my channel, you'll find a coupe that I bought a couple of years ago. Had like 240,000. I've got some freeway footage of it. These things are great. And they're even great on the interstate, even though the engine is singing. Because the fifth gear is a little short. It needs a taller fifth gear or final drive ratio. At 80 miles an hour, these engines turn 4,000 RPM. Now, it's not super obnoxious because it's such a slick little engine, but and I could live with it as a daily driver. But it would be nice if, it was, say, about 35 or 3,700 RPM. Just lower it a little bit. All right, got us a green light. Now, sorry, I got the windows down. This car, the one thing it has wrong with it, other than the burnt paint and needing a good cleanup, is the AC does not work. My mechanic believes it just needs a charge and a leak repaired, because he said the compressor was free. Let's get the fifth. Oh, that was third. He said the compressor was free, spinning pretty freely. So he's hoping maybe a charge and try and, locate where it's leaking. If not, he's got to, put a compressor and probably some other parts on it. Let's try the cruise control. Okay, so cruise control doesn't work. I'm sure he may have left something disconnected under the hood when he had the engine apart. I would definitely want some cruise control if I wanted to buy this car. Not that I am going to buy this car, but it is very smooth. These Michelin tires just make this thing cruise like a dream. Let's roll this driver window up. Maybe it won't be too hot yet. It's pretty cool this morning. I'll turn on some fan with some fresh air. So yeah, we're cruising along. Let's see. So at 70, you know, you're turning about almost 3,500 RPM. And 80, it's about 3,900. So it's a little lower than 4,000. I don't know why my coupe that I had, it was right at 4,000. Maybe it has a little different gearing. I'm not real sure. But, you know, it's not terrible. You can live with it. But this is a straight clean. It could clean up really well. I mean, the seats are a little dirty or whatever, but nothing is like torn up. It's just got some dirt and filth. The car auction from yesterday. Somebody's loading up all their buys and taking them home. I didn't even watch the auction yesterday. I have a parking lot full of cars we have got to try and sell. My brother and I have both been kind of checked out for the past month and a half. I've had some medical stuff going on. He's had extremely busy in his engineering business and has not had time to fool with any of the cars. So they're all just sitting there on the lot, all of them terribly needing baths. I think they've all been into the shop and had a little repairs and whatever they needed, so they're ready to sell, just need a little cleanup. I thought about going up there this weekend and doing some of it, but I don't know. That verdict is still out. But anyway, this little Civic, let's see if sunroof works. You know, this was a big deal on a Civic back in the early 2000s. Got a power sunroof, baby. Excuse me. Got aftermarket radio, so you can do your Bluetoothing. And this thing's just smooth as silk. Just smooth as silk. I like these little dummy switches right here where they offered heated seats as an option on maybe an EXL with leather or a special edition version. Back seats look pretty good. I mean, you know, she's a decent little car. And she'll just cruise right along, buddy. And $10 worth of gas, $15 worth of gas, man, it will take you a long way. A long way. And 178,000 miles, or almost 179 rather, is really not a lot of miles for an 04. Like I said, I've bought an 05 with about 235, 240. Shoot, that thing ran perfect. It's all about just changing your oil and your maintenance and putting a timing belt in every 100K. As long as you do that, you're golden, man. You're golden. So anyway, this is just a quick little tour of the 04 Honda Civic EX that was purchased for $450 by my friend and mechanic. And he redid the head gasket on it and some other miscellaneous stuff. And it just runs and drives perfect. Just needs a little more work. I'm helping him with my paint guy that does our paint work on our used cars, and he said he would repaint this car in the factory red for $350. That's cheap, but he does it cheap for us because we do a lot of business with him. So, you know, I don't think anybody could just walk in the door and get it for that price. You could get a Mako job for about that much, or around $500 probably, which would be fine for a car of this caliber. But yeah, with a little paint work, get the AC fixed, shoot, this thing's ready to go. Oh, and get rid of this awful steering wheel cover. If it needs a steering wheel cover, it definitely just needs a new one. This thing is awful, and it is sticky and old and feeling like crap. But anyway, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Just hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. Appreciate y'all. And trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I hope. But I got to start posting some videos, man. I've just been a little lacking. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you next time. Peace.